Richie would like to have been at home in the second round. What's your thoughts on York or Bristol Rovers?
Obviously both very tough games, both a little bit of travelling, ideally at home. I think this is our fourth cup draw and we've had 3 away from home this year, so we're not having a great deal of luck with that. Slight positive is that they're going to have a replay next week, so I'll be able to go and watch it and have an idea of what we're going to be up against. But again, away from home, as we saw on Saturday, it's tough and it becomes a bit of a lottery.
Got a preference?
No.
Maybe York now with perhaps favourites as their home.
Yeah, I would say, without disrespecting Bristol Rovers, I would say that once they become the home team, and York will probably, having scored, I think, a late equaliser, I think they will probably sort of feel they have the momentum a little bit. In terms of any preferences, no, because one, you might disrespect somebody, and two, there's not a lot in it really, certainly in terms of league positions, so probably Bristol Rovers is slightly closer, but not a lot in it.
Massive incentive though, of course, for the winners to get into that third round, and then hopefully, if we're through, the luck will be with us. Yeah,
it would be nice to get a home tie eventually if we manage to get through it, so but unless it's maybe Arsenal or something, but no, it's an incentive. I mean, obviously everybody wants to win games and everybody wants to win cup games, and the first round's always important, but the second round's always having that extra incentive that 24 hours later you're sat in front of the TV waiting for the big teams to come out.
Obviously we got through our tie on Saturday, but 1 or 2 clubs didn't. I mean, there's some very great giant killings, Macclesfield thumping Swindon 4-0. I mean, what does that say? Is a standard, or is it just on the day, or is it the standard sort of decreasing between our level and the
in my opinion, when it's like that, I always think there's always going to be 6. I always think there's going to be 6. And they're not all 6 are going to be actual results. You look at Gillingham. Gillingham scored an equaliser in the 96th minute. So there'll always be 6 teams who will come away and say, we just swap results. And I think that speaks volumes about our result, really. In terms of the things, are they getting closer to the standards? I think they are. Nearly every conference team is full-time now, so that makes it closer. And I think also as well, I was listening to somebody on the TV yesterday talking about the influx of foreign players, which is now meaning that everybody drops down a level. So there's a lot of players playing conference football and even Conference North, Conference South, who realistically have probably dropped out of the game and a couple of years ago would have been given another chance.
What's the plan for this week? Carlisle, the long haul. I think we're starting a little bit early, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We ended up swimming on the training ground this morning because that was pretty wet. So hopefully we'll get some dry weather and be able to train properly on Tuesday. On Thursday we'll be training and then we'll be setting off in the afternoon.
It worked last year, that didn't it, having that extra day up there?
It did. It worked for Hartlepool and Carlisle. We did it for both days, and we're fortunate enough that we can do that, and I think it really does help. All we can do is do the best that we can and prepare the best we can. And preparing the best we can, we think, is to go up on Thursday afternoon, get some food and have some rest when they get there, and then we'll train on the Friday and hopefully win the game and the long trip back on Saturday.